what's going on, guys? Normally I don't do pickup videos during the week, but went and picked these up. I'll put the story right here. What's going on, guys? While this is fresh in my memory, I wanted to make a video. So I just hit this one store that I go to every once in a blue moon. Randomly they called me and left a voicemail. I didn't recognize the number, so I obviously didn't pick up. And then there's this old lady that works there. "Oh, Alex, we've got some games if you want to come see them." So I drive all the way here to get to them with traffic, probably about a 45-minute drive. I get inside, it's just a bunch of shitty PS2 games, a few Xbox games I kind of wanted, nothing exclusive that I needed, but kind of wanted them, and then like one or two Wii games, kind of some flipping stuff, like New Super Mario Bros. Or whatever, stuff like that. And then the guy walks out, and I was kind of disappointed. Then he found some more Wii stuff, like consoles and stuff. And then he ended up going to do this deal with this guy outside. It's a thrift shop. So he traded this guy an Apple II computer, which I think is worth a lot of money, but I could be wrong. He either sold it or traded it, I don't know. But so then the guy was like, "Well, hey, I got some stuff in the car that I was going to go take to GameStop." And then the guy brought it in, put it into his little back room because he does eBay sales too. And then I guess it dawned on him, like, hey, I should probably show all these old ass cartridges to this guy outside. And then so he brings me back there, and he's just like, "I think you're gonna want to see these more than what you've got in your hand." So I was like, all right, that's cool. So I go with him into the back, and I see 3 huge stacks of probably 12 in a stack, so like 36 games of NES. And then some GameCube, and two boxed in 64 games. So I got all excited. I was like, oh shit, this is what I came for, not for that other shit. So I've actually told this guy on 3 separate occasions, I was like, "Dude, I'm your guy. I need you to call me as soon as you get these games in. I will come right then and there." So I think I finally just brokered a deal with him. He gave me his personal cell phone. He's like, "I'm just going to text you from now on when I get these games in." So I was like, all right, sounds good to me. So I ended up picking up, well, I'll show that in the other part of the video, but I ended up spending $60 on all this, which I feel like is a great deal, because one of these GameCube games I don't need, and it goes for 20 to 40 depending on the time of the year, really. So obviously I'm going to flip that because I already have it, and it's in amazing shape, black label copy. And then one of the games that I got for the Cube, I had for the PS2, so now I'm just going to sell the PS2 copy because I'd rather have it on the GameCube, and I now have it on the GameCube. So stay tuned for that, and there might be more hunting during the week, so I'll just leave this part here for now, and hopefully this guy keeps hooking it up, because I feel like I got a good deal. These boxes, the one box is in great shape, and they're complete. I mean, they have the registration cards, giveaway things, they've got everything in them, minus the baggies for the games. But and then the cartridges themselves all have good labels on them too, nice and shiny and everything, and so in really good shape. So we'll see if I do any more hunting throughout the week. This was kind of like an off the whim hunt, and turned out pretty well. So that's how I ended up picking this stuff up. Just decided to make this my Wednesday video. Nothing super great, but this was all $60, so for the price I just eBayed everything. This is, roughly about $120 worth of stuff, so basically paid half for it. Starting off with something that I thought was could be rare. Not rare at all. This is literally like a $3 game, but gotcha. It's a light gun game, so I'm excited to give that a shot. To be honest with you, growing up, I always just thought the Duck Hunt was the only light gun game, but I mean, I knew there were a couple other. I don't think there's that many, but that's one of them. Apparently this is a terrible game, but I kind of wanted to try it anyway. The Adventures of Bayou Billy. So also super cheap. Here's something that I've been wanting to add to the collection for literally since I got the NES, but I've never seen a copy of it in the wild, and I didn't want to pay eBay prices for it, and that's Metal Gear. So something you may not know about me, Metal Gear is probably one of my top 5 series of games. I couldn't even really say which one's my favorite because I've played them all so many times, minus the first 2. But yeah, so this one, the label's okay. It's not damaged or anything. It's a little stained, but whatever. I'm happy to finally have it. So happy to add that to the collection. But yeah, Metal Gear is probably one of my top 5 game series of all time. So at the end, well, actually, let me show these, and then I'll show the other part. So I don't ever collect box 64 games, but actually got 2 of them. So this makes 3 that I have total now. I got Gauntlet, Legends. I was getting ready to say Dark Legacy, which is the GameCube one. But yeah, Gauntlet Legends, complete in box, and I mean complete. It's got the registration. It's got that thing. It's got the actual manual, the game, the little cardboard thing. There's even a bug in there. So wherever this came from, it was sitting somewhere for a long period of time, I'm guessing, which could be good and could be bad at the same time. I'm actually really excited to play these. I love the Gauntlet games, so I actually picked up Gauntlet 2 last week. It was actually Saturday. And the other one, this is a game I've never played, and I've always wanted to get it, but I never find it. And that this one's actually in really good shape, the box. I would say so for something that's 20 years old. Mortal Kombat 4. So it's in really good shape. That one's, I'd say, like a C plus or a B, whereas this, I would say, is like, you know, a B plus. It's not perfect, but it's damn near close to it, in my opinion. But yeah, so Mortal Kombat 4. Super excited to play this because 1, 2, and 3, I don't think well, I'm not going to say I'm the best at it because I'm not, but I've definitely put my work into Mortal Kombat 3. I'm pretty good at it. Oh shit, does this have a poster too? No way, I love posters. I bet you this might be pretty uncommon. This is minty too. What does it say? Mortal Kombat 3 is Mortal Kombat 4 soundtracks now available. Oh, so this is just like a promotional thing. But I bet you this could be uncommon. I have no idea. So this complete in box goes for about 50. So mind you, I only paid 60 for all this. Gauntlet goes for about 30. So that's 80 bucks right there. Metal Gear goes for about 15. Bayou Billy goes for about 4. And Gotcha goes for about 3. Oh yeah. And here's the Mortal Kombat. The little thing and the registration. These were, like, to me, this is what I call complete. Meaning, like, you know, most people consider manual, game, and box complete. But, like, what I consider complete is, like, when it's got, like, all the extra bonus shit in there. Which really doesn't ever happen. It very rarely happens. Now, I did just notice this. It is missing the corner out of that. But the rest of the manual is pretty good. So, you win some, you lose some. So, that's exciting. I'm ready to play those. And then, so I brokered a deal for 45 bucks for those, right? So, that was a good deal alone, just on the Mortal Kombat. And I knew that. And the guy knew, sort of, that he might have been getting snickered a little. But he was, like, okay with it because I was just buying it right then and there. And then as I'm getting to the register, I ended up seeing this out of the corner of my eye. And the disc is flawless. Not a scratch on this bad boy. And it does have the manual. I'm going to be flipping this. They definitely went down in price from what I thought they were. At one point in time, I remember them still being about 50. It would be more if I had the memory card, which I might have an extra one to throw in there. So if any of the YouTubers are interested in getting that, I'll probably lower that down a little bit if you want Animal Crossing, just for fellow YouTuber. And then the other 2 GameCube games I don't have, Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. I have this on PS2, but I wanted it for the Cube, Cube being my favorite system. So this is actually probably my favorite Spider-Man game, because you also get to play as Venom too, which is really awesome. I feel like this is actually kind of an underrated game that not a lot of people appreciate, It has an amazing story. It's cell shaded. I love cell shaded graphically games. This is just a fantastic game. I remember it was, I want to say it was my 13th birthday, so 2003. I went out and got a slim PS2, or it might have been 2004, but I want to say 2003. And I got the slim PS2, and I got this with it. And man, did I have a great weekend that weekend. And I had also bought Far Cry Instincts Predator for the Xbox that weekend too. That was like my birthday present, because I had a paper route at the time, so I saved up that money and got the Xbox game, and I got a PS2 Slim with birthday money and Ultimate Spider-Man. However, I could have just got Ultimate Spider-Man on the Xbox. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. So, did that. This brings back fond memories. I can't wait to replay this on the GameCube. I really can't. It's not an expensive game, but I do highly recommend it. And lastly, a game that I thought would be worth more than it is it's an exclusive, Harvest Moon Magical Melody for the GameCube, complete. And actually, funny enough, this one kind of stinks a little bit like cigarettes, so that kind of sucks. But it's not too bad. So this was bought in 5/31/2009 at Game Crazy. It's always kind of fun to find these with a memory card, and that's pretty much it. But that's trash now. But yeah, these are all like complete, except for this doesn't have the memory card, unfortunately. But I think I have an extra one, so I might be able to get about 35 bucks out of this. So it kind of justifies all these prices for these other things. But yeah, so those are the pickups. Yeah, peace out for now, guys. Till next time.
Come here, you mother...